Welcome back, food lovers and fragrance admirers. Today we are gonna check out a cologne from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. This fragrance is a flanker of the original L'Homme. This is a 3.3 ounce bottle. This came out in 2006 and it was pretty good. It lasted pretty while. It's still a popular fragrance, but Yves Saint Laurent, like many companies do, they decided to up it a little bit, change the scent notes a tiny bit, make something a little bit stronger. And that brings us to our scent today, Yves Saint Laurent La Nuit de l'Homme, which means, so l'homme means man, La Nuit means the man of the night. So what do we know about La Nuit de l'Homme? So this is actually the 6.7 ounce bottle. I usually tell people, if you're iffy about a fragrance, you don't know if you want to get it, go to Nordstrom's, get a little sample. They give you a little sample vial, or maybe buy like the smallest bottle possible. I'll always tell people, this is an expensive bottle. The bigger the bottle, of course, it's going to cost a lot more. But this price point for this bottle, for this size, is $128. It's not cheap, but I got it because I've had it before. And it's a very good fragrance. It's, like I said, it's a flanker of the original. You do smell a little of the scent notes from the original in this one, but it performs a lot better. Let's talk about those scent notes for a minute. All right, now, when you first put it on your top note, which is when you first spray it on while it's still wetting your skin, Yves Saint Laurent says you get some lemon in it. I didn't smell any lemon at all. I got a little bit of citrus, and I guess the lemon gives it that citrus note. I did get some citrus from it, but I didn't really smell lemon. So, and they do that just so you get that citrus note. So don't worry, you're not going to smell lemon. You're not going to smell like pine sol all day long. But you are going to smell, you're going to get that citriness. And they actually mix in the citriness with some bergamot, which helps to wake up that lemon. So it's not too citry, so you don't smell like an orange or a lemon. After about an hour, I would say maybe 45 minutes, when it dries down, you will get some of that cedar wood, and that's where this cologne really shines. When you first spray it on, that strong citrus, it can be a little overwhelming, which that's where colognes are at their strongest. But about 45 minutes, when it's dried on your skin and settled in, you're gonna get that nice cedar wood. You're gonna get that nice woody, a little bit of spice. There is some spice in it too. There are some spices in it, but that wood mixed with that spice, it's a perfect combination. And that middle note strength is what the original L'Homme, I feel like, was lacking. The original L'Homme was still a good scent, but it was its own individual personality. This is like, it's Gemini twin, but a little bit more in your face. I'm not gonna say it's better or worse. It's different than L'Homme with some similar notes, but it has its own personality, and it comes at you a little bit more with those spices and that cedar wood. Finally, when it kind of settles down a little bit, you're going to get some of that cardamom, which is like some black pepperish clashes. Gives it that nice, to me, the third note should be something that lasts around the evening time, a nice evening scent, a nice time where you're out with dinner with your woman, or you're at a club, and you want something subtle. You don't want something that's going to scare everybody away if you're in a crowd. That nice cardamom with that black pepper mix is going to really give you that nice, relaxing, evening time feel. So this particular one came out in, let me check my little crayon pad here. This came out in 2009. So 3 years after its original L'Homme. And it's a big hit. It's been a big hit for a while, and I know a lot of people who do fragrance reviews on YouTube, 10 years later, they're still talking about this. There are very few colognes that you can get that came out 10, 15, 20 years ago that you're still going to talk about today. And this is going to be one you'll talk about for 5, 10 more years down the road. Let's take it to the turntable real quick and get a complete 360 of the bottle, and while throwing the box also. So let's take it to the turntable. La Nuit de l'Homme. This is your 360 of the bottle. Like I said, it has a nice fade down color to it. I like the black straw down the middle, the atomizer. It kind of gives it that, it pops out really well. That nice solid black. I really think that it makes the rest of the bottle pop. But nothing too special about it. Underneath you have your batch code right there in the middle of that sticker. Again, this is the 6.7 ounce bottle. Let's test out the atomizer real quick. There we go. Now let's focus. There we go. Nice fine spray. Nothing too fancy. You guys know I like the finer mist. You know, like the Eau Sauvage. I prefer like the finer mist because they give more coverage. But this is not bad. This is actually pretty good quality mister or atomizer. Overall, very nice bottle. That smells so good. Like you really, that first spray, you really smell that. You really get a lot of the cedar wood before you get that lemony citrusy. But after a few seconds, like right now, I'm really starting to smell that citrusy, lemony notes coming in. But that cedar wood hits you right away. Let it come back around one more time. I actually threw the box out. So the box it came in wasn't something you want to keep. And once you open it up, it had like a cold, clear front. And I threw it away, but it's, you know, the batch code did match the bottom of the box and the bottle. All right, let's take it back and let's do our scoring. La Nuit de l'Homme. Nice bottle. Great presentation. I like the nice, it's a nice subtle color, not too in your face, nothing fancy about it. I like the two-tone fade like I described in the 360. Let's go over some price notes real quick. You guys always ask me about price notes. All right, I think, like I said earlier, for this size bottle, you're gonna be paying about $128 at Macy's. I'm gonna use Macy's as a reference. $128 at Macy's. The 3.3 ounce bottle, which is gonna be the same size as this one, is gonna run you about $92. And of course, both of these been out for a long time. So you can find these at different discount stores for a lot less. I've seen the 6.7. Now, actually, before I start lying, I haven't seen the 6.7 ounce bottle at too many discount stores. Usually, only Macy's, Nordstrom are going to sell the big bottle. They do have the 3.3 ounce bottles. You can find that. I've seen the 3.3 ounce bottles for like $65 to $70 for those. Let's go to my scoring. First one. Let's do projection first, okay? Projection, I'm gonna give it, what do you think I'm gonna give it? 2, 3? No. Projection, it gets a 4. It gets a 4 because between hour 1 and hour 4, I'm getting, you know, my good radius around me. If I walk past you, my pass-by air, you are going to smell it. After about the 4th hour, and for me, like I said, a good performing cologne is something that will project well up until your 6 hours plus. This doesn't make it past hour 4-ish, unless like your skin is really prepped. And again, I will go into a later video about prepping your skin properly, moisturizing it, so your colognes do last longer. But projection for me gets a 4, which is almost good. But for me to give a cologne a perfect score of a 5, I need to see it. I need to still smell it in my pass-by air at that 6 hour mark. Longevity, also a 4. Because again, because it's not projecting where I wanted to be at 6 hours, 5-6 hours. It's also not lasting that long. If at hour 5 and 6 you're giving me like a close hug, you're gonna smell it, but it's gonna be very subtle. This cologne shines brightest between hour 1 and hour 4. Compliment factor. Now this is where it gets a, what do you think? It gets a 5. It's definitely getting a 5 because This is another one of those colognes that I rarely get to say men, and this is a men's fragrance, but men and women compliment this cologne. I wore it today to where we're going to do our food review coming up next. For all you burger lovers, Burger 360 in Middle River. I wore it there. There weren't that many people there today, just the people who worked there, maybe 2 or 3 customers. I did manage to get one of the employees' opinion of it, which you're going to see in a minute. My alarm went off. Sorry. And she really liked it, but as I walked in, somebody was walking out, and a woman did say, "Oh, what's that you have on?" She was an older woman. I told her what it was, and she's never heard of it before, but that shows you that. And I just sprayed it on about a half hour before, so a half hour after, she was maybe like a foot from me going through the door, and she smelled it. So that tells you right there, about a half hour later, your pass-by area is going to smell really good with this fragrance. So, overall, my opinion of it, great scent. I've only had a problem with one fragrance from Yves Saint Laurent, and I'll talk about that in a different video. But overall, I own about 6 different Yves Saint Laurent scents for men, and like I said, only one of them has ever given me any trouble. The rest of them, never had a problem with. I would definitely say, pick this up. If you are into, I'll tell you this, if you were into Ise Miyake, how that was, if you guys remember the original with the foggy bottle, if you were into that, and that was a really, really citrusy scent, you might like this, because think about Ise Miyake mixed with, if you remember Gucci Envy, that's been discontinued for some years now, but think about Ise Miyake mixed with Gucci Envy, you're gonna get this. So pick it up, check it out, and let's take it to Burger 360 in Middle River. Let's check out what I got to eat there today. See you there. So we were at Burger 360 in Middle River, and we decided to get, so I asked the attendant what was the most famous burger or the most popular burger that they sell, that people order a lot of, and she said it was the Zesty barbecue bacon burger. And as you see here, nice 360 of it. It's really good. Your first bite out of it, you really get that sweet barbecue. It's barbecue on my shirt. The first bite, you really get that sweet, tangy barbecue flavor. It hits you immediately. It's delicious. And also you have some like little fried onions, small fried onions on it. You got the bacon, cheese, lettuce. But the barbecue flavor is very, it's very in your face. It's like, okay, I'm here, you're gonna have me. Oh my God. The burger's cooked perfectly. It's perfect. Look at that fry. Jesus. They just opened here recently. They opened here about, I don't want to guess, so I think it was maybe late in 2018 maybe. And I've been there a few times. I've had their it's like a mushroom burger they have. They have a blue cheeseburger. And it's all been very good. I mean, the fries, I love the seasoning. There's maybe like a seasoned salt kind of seasoning on the fries. But it's really good. Delicious. If I had to compare it to maybe a comparable restaurant, I would say would be Five Guys maybe. The problem with Five Guys is, you know, like I said earlier, I try to avoid these chain or franchise spots. And this is a single spot. They're not a chain or a franchise. But I try to avoid those franchises. And Five Guys, while the burgers are good, it takes forever for your order. I've gone to Five Guys and between ordering and getting my food, like 20, 25 minutes. I came here to order my food. I got it within 10 minutes. Done. And it's perfect. I mean, it's good. I mean, look at that. And the bacon is perfect. It's not crispy. It's not real soft. It's cooked perfectly. Perfect. And the thing is, they didn't know I was coming in. They didn't know I was coming in. I came in spontaneously, said, hey, you know, I have this YouTube channel. Do you mind if I record? And they were like, yeah, absolutely, no problem. So, no problem at all. But it's really, really, the bacon, look at that bacon. Oh my God. I love bacon. I mean, who doesn't love bacon? But this is like, it's, you know, what's the debate between crispy and soft bacon? This is right in the middle. It's not like you're gonna bite it and it turns into dust, that crispy. And it's not undercooked. So definitely check them out. I'm gonna leave the address below. They're in Middle River. Everybody you know where the Benji's Drive-In movie theater is. It's around the corner from there. I'm gonna grab up the person who attended me earlier, and we're gonna get her review on our Yves Saint Laurent Nuit. They don't. So, be right back. I'm gonna finish my food, and we're gonna see what she thinks about Yves Saint Laurent. I'm finish my food. Be right back. All right, here at Burger 360, and I'm here with
Salsabila Basi.
And she's one that attended me serving my burger. So she doesn't know what this is yet. So I'm gonna spray it. I'm gonna get her opinion about it.
Smells really good. It's strong, but in a good way. I mean, you'd probably get, you know, a lot of compliments.
Now, what's the first thing you think of? Like, do you think of sandalwood? Do you think of cedar? Do you think of lavender? Like, what do you think of when you smell it?
Sandalwood, I'd say.
Sandalwood, okay. Now, would you like to smell this on your boyfriend or your husband?
I definitely get it for my brother or my father, you know.
Okay, so not your boyfriend, no?
I don't have one, so.
Okay, well, I mean, if you had one, would you like to smell? Okay, is that something you like to smell on them? Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being 5 being I love it, what would you give it?
I definitely give it a solid 4.5 because I really like, you know, these kind of fragrances.
Okay. Now, have you ever smelled any? Now, this is Yves Saint Laurent. So have you ever smelled any of their?
Yeah, I've seen my brothers and my father using it.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this is Yves Saint Laurent. Now this is Laurent. Now they also have a flanker that came before called just regular Laurent. This is called La Nuit, which means Man of the Night. But this is like a redo of that original one. So it came out in like 2009. So it's, you know, so you guys got like 4.5. So ladies like it. I appreciate it, and the food is awesome. Now, how long have you guys been here? You guys opened up last year, right?
Here, no, we just opened it. It's been like 4 months.
4 months, so 4 months have been here. So I'll leave the address below. Like today, I got the Zesty barbecue burger. Perfect. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, guys, we're out of here. Done eating. Food and Fragrance signing out.